Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to the midday news on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Mukhtar Kasim. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and on StarTimes channel 276. We begin from Niger State, where the remaining 130 abducted pupil and students of St. Mary's Catholic Primary and Secondary School, Papuri, in Agwara local government area of Niger State, have regained their freedom after spending about a month in captivity. Security sources confirmed that the victims were rescued unhurt during an operation carried out in a forest area between Kwara and Niger State. Official records show that a total of 280 pupils and teachers were kidnapped from the school on November 21. Of that number, 50 victims managed to escape on their own, while the federal government secured the release of 100 others on December 7 through non-kinetic intervention measures. The federal government has declared Wednesday, December 25 and Thursday, December 26, 2025 as public holidays to mark Christmas and Boxing Day. The declaration was contained in a statement issued by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Interior, Magdalene Ajani, on behalf of the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo. According to the statement, the government also declared Wednesday, January 1st, 2026, for the New Year celebration, urging Nigerians to reflect on the values of love, peace, humility, and sacrifice associated with the birth of Jesus Christ. The Defense Headquarters has announced the proactive measures to ensure hitch-free Christmas festivities across Nigeria. In a statement, the Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Michael Onoja, said the armed forces, in collaboration with other security agencies, had intensified operations in identified vulnerable areas. He added that surveillance activities, including area monitoring and intelligence gathering, had been heightened to track movement and communications of suspected criminal groups. The federal government has commissioned a polyandry biochemic PAC treatment facility at the Sheda Science and Technology Complex, Shetco, Abuja. The initiative is aimed at eliminating hazardous industrial pollutant and safeguarding public health. Our correspondent, Ubong Usoro, has the details.
Polychlorinated beam fuels, PCBs, are a group of man-made industrial chemicals, once widely used in electrical equipment such as transformers and capacitors, as well as hydraulic fluids, paints, and coolants, because of their heat resistance and insulating properties. However, when poorly managed or improperly disposed, PCBs contaminate soil, water, and food chains, posing serious risk to both present and future generations. Speaking at the commissioning ceremony, Minister of Environment Balarabe Abbas said the facility marks a major shift from unsafe handling of toxic chemicals to environmentally sound treatment and disposals of PCBs in Nigeria. He added that the facility represents the federal government's commitment to protecting public health and the environment.
It's more than a technical installation. It represents a major advancement in Nigeria's capacity to manage hazardous materials domestically by enabling the decontamination and environmentally sound treatment of PCBs.
The minister explained that the initiative also delivered key outcomes, including the development of national PCBs inventories, chemical safety guidelines, operator training program, and increased public awareness on the dangers of toxic chemicals. He noted that the facility will prevent further contamination of the environment and food systems, while creating green jobs and supporting Nigeria's transition to a circular economy.
It will prevent further contamination of our environment and food system, thereby reducing health risks to workers and surrounding communities. This facility is the direct pathway to generating more green jobs, driving Nigeria's broader transition towards a circular economy, enhancing resource efficiency, and promoting sustainable development for our benefits.
He assured that the Federal Ministry of Environment would continue to strengthen enforcement and promote chemical safety reforms nationwide. Ubong Usoro for Global Television.
Let's move away from environmental matters to party politics, where the Kabiru Turaki-led faction of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, has approached the Federal High Court, Abuja, seeking an order directing the Inspector General of Police and the Nigerian Police Force to immediately unseal and vacate the party's National Secretariat and other offices across the country. The request is contained in a motion on notice filed by the plaintiffs through their lead counsel, Chris Uche, seeking a mandatory injunction compelling the police to remove all barricades, unseal and withdraw from the PDP national headquarters. The PDP National Secretariat was sealed in November following clashes between two rival factions of the party, one led by Turaki and others aligned with the Federal Capital Territory Minister, Nyesom Wike. In another development, the two separate factions of the People's Democratic Party, backed by the Oyo State Governor, Seyi Makinde, and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, have remained adamant in maintaining their political position despite the intervention of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. While Wike's camp says it embodies the party's original leadership, Makinde's bloc maintains its stance as the rightful custodian of the party. In the meantime, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Bauchi State have rejected claims referring to the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Wike, as the national leader of the party. It described such designations as unconstitutional, illegal, and invalid, insisting that the minister remains expelled from the party. Addressing journalists, the Bauchi PDP State Publicity Secretary, Dayebu Chiroma, condemned what he described as thinly veiled threats, reckless accusations, and preemptive attempts. Still talking politics, the ruling All Progressive Congress APC has released the timetable for its nationwide ward, local government, state, and zonal congresses, as well as the national convention for the 2025-2026 cycle. The party stated that the activities will commence with a nationwide electronic membership registration running till January 30, 2026. Following the registration exercise, the APC's Ward Congress are slated for Wednesday, February 18, 2026, with the local government congresses scheduled for Friday, February 20, 2026. In the meantime, the All Progressive Congress APC Leadership Forum in Obukun local government area of Osun State have called for unity among party members as they prepare for the gubernatorial election scheduled for August 8, 2026. This appeal was made in a communique by the co-conveners Olatubosun Oyintoye and Tunji Adesokun, emphasizing that a united front would facilitate an easy victory for the candidates Asiwaju Bola Oyebamiji. The communique described Oyebamiji as a loyal, committed, and highly experienced politician, asserting that his success in the upcoming elections relies on the unity of purpose among party members. You're watching the live broadcast of the Midday News. When the Midday News returns, Dangote launches 739 naira per litre petrol at MRS stations nationwide. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Please stay with us. Welcome back from that break, and now to business news, where Dangote Petroleum Refinery has commenced nationwide sales of premium motor spirits (PMS) petrol at a pump price of 739 naira per litre across all MRS Oil Nigeria PLC filling stations, marking a significant milestone in the refinery's mission to deliver affordable fuel to Nigerians and stabilize the downstream petroleum market. In a statement from the firm, it stated that with over 2,000 MRS stations nationwide, the new pricing is expected to be implemented across all outlets, ensuring that the benefits of the reduction reach consumers throughout the country. The refinery commended marketers who have embraced the new pricing regime and urged others to follow suit in the support of national economic recovery. Still talking business, the federal government has revealed that 15.2 million Nigerian homes are structurally unsafe, highlighting the severe housing crisis across the country. In a post on the minister's X handle, the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, disclosed the findings during the presentation of the National Housing Data Initiative by the National Housing Data Technical Committee in Abuja. According to the ministry, Kano State recorded the highest number of inadequate housing units, with Bayelsa State having the lowest, underscoring regional disparities in housing quality across the country. He noted that the findings confirm that Nigeria's housing challenge is both quantitative and qualitative, with national housing deficit estimates varying depending on data sources and methodological approaches. The federal government is considering modernizing 50% of Nigeria's operating textile capacity with the state-of-the-art equipment within 5 years as part of a broader revitalization agenda. This follows a recent report that textile imports rose to 814.27 billion naira in the first 9 months of 2025, despite the government's promise to turn the sector around. This upgrade is part of the government's internal plans to introduce tax breaks, establish a national textile training institute, and provide single-digit interest rate loans to revive the textile industry. And now to news making rounds on the foreign scene. Mali's military ruler, General Assimi Goita, has presided over a ceremony in Bamako marking the creation of a unified military force to Sahel countries. This event took place at an Air Force base in the Malian capital and signals a major step towards deeper security cooperation among the region's military-led government. The force is the latest initiative by Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger Republic to strengthen integration as they confront a persistent insurgency. Over now to the United States, where Special Envoy Steve Witkoff has hailed talks on ending Moscow's war in Ukraine as productive and constructive after holding separate meetings with Ukrainian, European, and Russian negotiators in the state of Florida. The talks in Miami were the latest in a series of meetings between the United States, Russia, and Ukraine on a 20-point plan touted by United States President Donald Trump to end the nearly 4-year-old war. Now, despite optimism from the United States, there have been no clear signals of imminent resolutions to key hurdles, including on the issues of the territory Russia has seized during the conflict. And now to Australia, where Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has apologized to the country's Jewish community following a mass shooting that targeted a Hanukkah event at Sydney's Bondi Beach, killing 15 people. He pledged that the government would work daily to protect Jewish Australians and uphold their fundamental right to be proud of who they are, to practice their faith, to educate their children, and engage in Australian society in the fullest way possible. Recall that a father and a son are accused of opening fire on a Jewish festival at the Bondi Beach on December 14, killing 15 people and wounding dozens more in one of the deadliest mass shootings in Australian history. And now to the exciting world of sport, where the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has appointed Mauritania's Dahan Beida as the center referee for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations Group C encounter between Nigeria and Tanzania. Beida is one of the experienced referees in Africa. The arbiter was in charge of the video assistant referee (VAR) during Africa Cup of Nations 2025 opening game between host Morocco and Comoros. Still talking sports, but in boxing, where Nigerian boxers secured 2 gold medals and 1 bronze at the Africa Youth Games in Angola, with the gold medalist earning qualification ticket for the Youth Olympic Games in Dakar, Senegal. Ayomide Mayowa won Nigeria's first gold medal with a victory over Algeria's Ben Salah Moussina via split decision in the 48 kilograms final, while Abujuwan Farouk claimed the second gold after gaining a walkover against Bofenda Mabela of the Democratic Republic of Congo, who was overweight before their 50 kg final. Now, the gold medal victories have secured automatic qualification for Mayowa and Farouk to represent Nigeria at the Youth Olympic Games scheduled for October to November 2026 in Senegal. Returning now to football, where Kano Pillars secured a 2-1 victory over Plateau United in a thrilling Nigerian Professional Football League encounter at the Sani Abacha Stadium in Kano State. Now, both teams fought hard throughout the match, but it was the home side that claimed the crucial 3 points. The win strengthens Kano Pillars' position in the league standing, while Plateau United will aim to recover in their next fixture. The match highlighted the competitive spirit of the Nigerian League, with both teams giving their all, but it was Kano Pillars who emerged victorious at full time. Now that's it on the Midday News. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across all our social media platforms now showing on your screen using at Global TV NG. I am Mukhtar Kasim, saying a very big thank you for watching.